Hey, Mitchell family. So once a week, I'm going to do a read aloud, and I am extremely excited to have found this book about Maya Angelou. We have people in our society who are just our big thinkers and our big dreamers, and they're the words we turn to when we need encouragement. And we know that poet Maya Angelou has been one of those people for so many of us, and that her words will live on forever. And you wonder, how does someone like Maya Angelou become Maya Angelou? How do they find that kind of strength and wisdom and power? And so I am very excited to be able to share Maya Angelou's story in today's read aloud. Maya Angelou. Marguerite was born in the city of St. Louis. Her brother called her Maya. When Maya was 4, she and her brother were sent to live with their grandmother in Stamps, Arkansas. Growing up in the South, Maya was treated unfairly because the color of her skin and because she was a girl, and the world outside could be very cruel. Home was hard too. When Maya was 8, her mother's boyfriend attacked her. Maya was so upset, she stopped talking. A friend of her grandmother's, named Mrs. Flowers, noticed that Maya was afraid to use her voice. Mrs. Flowers showed Maya all kinds of wonderful books and how the world came alive when you read them out loud. Maya found her voice again in the stories and poems of great writers. She loved words so much, she read every book in the library. Even though Maya was such a great student, she was told that she could not have a good job because of the color of her skin. But she had pride and hope. She thought, there is nothing I cannot be. And she was right. She was a cook and a streetcar conductor. She was a dancer and a singer and an actress. She traveled the world and learned to speak lots of languages. At home in America, she worked to help all people be treated equally. Much in the way so many of us are fighting for that still today. It wasn't until Maya was all grown up that she decided she wanted to be a writer. So she began writing a book about her life. She told the story of a little girl who struggled through hard times, but never, ever gave up. That's how we are at Mitchell, right? Never give up. People all around the world were moved by her powerful story and her beautiful words. Maya became a famous writer, teacher, and speaker, inspiring everyone with her belief that you can be anything you want to be, just like you at Mitchell. One day, on the day Bill Clinton became president, Maya read a poem. She had once been a little girl who was afraid to use her voice. Now she was speaking to the entire country about her favorite thing, hope. Maya Angelou is one of the most memorable voices in American culture. Born Marguerite Annie Johnson in St. Louis, Missouri, there she faced a lot of unfairness because of her skin color. When she was 8, she was attacked by her mother's boyfriend, and she stopped speaking for 5 years. In that time, she grew to love books and found power in their words. Maya overcame her struggles and went to lead a marvelous life. She became a dancer, singer, actress, writer, director, journalist, playwright, producer, teacher, and an activist for civil rights. She performed in nightclubs and began calling herself Maya Angelou. She also became a mother and a grandmother. In 1969, Maya turned her memories from her childhood into a book called I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. The book became famous and sold millions of copies around the world. Maya wrote many more books and won many awards, and read her poems at the White House and at the United Nations. People everywhere continue to be inspired by her incredible life, her beautiful words, and her powerful, impactful voice. I often turn to Maya Angelou's writing for hope, and I also turn to each of you for hope. Thank you for taking a few minutes to hear more about Maya Angelou, and that we will model that your voice as our students is the most important voice in our school community. Remember today, you are loved.